Welcome back. It's been quite a while. I haven't posted for a couple months. I finished my first year at my university. Did pretty well. I survived and Luna had so much fun. She loved being away at college. She got so much attention. So much, and she loved every minute of it. Today, we will be going to Duke to walk the runway. I will be modeling adaptive clothing, and Miss Luna will be by my side. It should be a lot of fun. Okay, so they dropped off my clothing. I will be wearing whatever these are. I got a skirt, which is it looks super comfy. It's got a built-in pocket, and then they sent me what I thought was shorts. It's not shorts. It's underwear, but it's super breathable, so that'll be nice. And I got my t-shirt, so it's made out of wool shirt. And lastly, but not least, I got shoes. And I'm actually really excited about them. They're very nice, very comfy. They don't have shoelaces. They look really cute and they're super comfortable. They're stretchy. They don't have any shoelaces, which is kind of like how I wear all of my sneakers. None of them have shoelaces. So, yeah. And this is what I'll be wearing in the fashion show. It wasn't necessarily something that I would have thought of. Like, when I think of a runway, I think like very fancy clothes, and this is more of comfortable, but it's my kind of style, so.
Service dog Luna to the stage. Every piece in Cassidy's outfit has incredible adaptive features to help regulate her temperature throughout the day. The merino wool top is made by Smart Wool to help keep her cool. She's also wearing cooling shorts underneath that adorable skirt. And these shoes from Life Stride are made to be extra breathable.
It's okay. That's why it's practice.
Thank you, Cassidy and Luna. All right, please welcome Rose to the runway.
So the second video is of me and Luna practicing on stage. I am getting very frustrated with her because she won't stop pulling. She was very nervous and overwhelmed with the stage being like all weird to walk on, and then the speaker was really loud and overwhelming, and so we both were not happy in that situation. We both were really stressed and just got so frustrated that as soon as we got off stage I started crying and having a panic attack. It was not a fun time. I was struggling so much already, and it just made it so much worse to have Luna struggling too. Like, I kind of needed her in that moment, and she let me down a bit. But I understand why she was acting the way she was. It did trigger her trauma response from a previous event, and so it makes sense why she was nervous. And I felt so bad because I put her in a situation that made her stressed out and nervous, and I just felt like such a horrible dog handler. It took me a while to calm down, but I eventually accepted that she probably wouldn't be able to go with me. It just didn't make sense to put her through that stress when I could walk myself and it would be fine. It just was pretty disappointing because I really wanted to have her with me. I decided to talk to them about lowering the sound so it wouldn't be as overwhelming and overstimulating. It just triggered my sensory issues. They agreed to lower it for the show. For me specifically, I did have to go first, so that was a little scary, but also perfect for people with anxiety because you get it done and over with fast. After a lot of discussion, they agreed to lower it specifically for me. They wouldn't lower it for anyone else, which I thought was a little stupid because these were all disabled models and they could also have sensory issues as well, but they didn't really care. So I got it for me at least. We couldn't get through the discussion with the corporate representation without her saying some really awful stuff. It wasn't like the end of the world, but it was offensive. She basically said that we were in a place of happiness and love, so there was no reason for me to be nervous or overwhelmed because everyone there loves me, apparently, and I wanted to slap her across the face because that's not how anxiety works. She thought that I could just get over it, and it just doesn't work that way. And I wanted to tell her, like, hey, that's not how anxiety works. Like, you can't just reason yourself out of it. It's unreasonable, and it's an overreaction sometimes to stimuli that just aren't conducive with my brain. Nevertheless, dealing with her idiocracy paid off in the end. I got my accommodations, and that's what I really needed. We eventually went back and hung out with the other models for a bit to wait for the show to start, and I met some awesome gals that also went to the same school as me. They all are, of course, disabled, and it was really awesome to have some people that have all, like, gone through my college, and clearly if they can do it, then that means I can probably do it too. It was a good feeling, and it was nice to have people who understood, especially because we were all not from that campus, because the show was at Duke University, and so it was kind of cool that we all came from the same school, and then we ended up all sitting together. I liked it a lot. We made our way to the door while we were waiting to go up on stage, and I was right in front so I could see the huge crowd of people, and my anxiety was crazy at the time. It was super overwhelming, so Luna did her DPT and helped me calm down, and it calmed her down too to be working. When she works, it really, like, her confidence just soars, so it's just a matter of training through the scary parts, and I think that's part of the reason it helped her for the rest of the show. There's a lot of things that happened and probably helped. And then it was showtime. Everything went smoothly. I was sat waiting for my cue, and I was freaking out, but I had my mom next to me, and she was going to take Luna. If Luna couldn't make it up there, we were just going to go up the ramp, and if she couldn't handle it, I'd send her back down to my mom. So then my cue came, and I walked up the ramp, and when I got to the top of the ramp, I just, like, in my head, I just decided I'm gonna pretend like the crowd isn't here. I'm gonna ignore all of them, and I am just gonna walk and do what we've been practicing, and I'll look over everyone's heads so I won't even see them in my vision at all. And that's what I did. And Luna could sense it too, because she did amazing as well, and it went perfectly. It was definitely a win for that night, and I was so thankful we had that. It was definitely a night to remember. It wasn't something I ever thought I would do. Someone with severe social anxiety, it's not quite imaginable that they would choose to purposely go up on stage in front of hundreds of people and just be the center of attention. So it was so much for me, but I'm so proud of myself for being brave enough, for trying and doing something out of my comfort zone. It was a lot of wins that day. I am so thankful for the opportunity, and I hope you like this video. It was a lot of fun. I definitely might do it again sometime. So.